Indie games often go unnoticed, even if they are excellently made. But fortunately, some become bigger successes thanks to Twitch streamers. Well, hello there, and welcome to MetRoot. Over the years, streaming has become a massive influence on the world of gaming. Many fans will wait and see how a new game turns out via their favorite streamer before deciding whether to buy it for themselves. Twitch is still the biggest streaming platform in the world, and the effect that it can have on the video game market is surprisingly huge. Twitch has affected the industry in many ways, and the boost it can give to indie games is one of the most wholesome and amazing ways in which it can change things for the better. Starting the list, we have one of the most viral and well-known success stories through Twitch is Among Us. Few people know that this game was released in 2018 because most players will only remember when the social deduction game garnered a second chance at life in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. After several streamers on Twitch and YouTube started playing the game online with friends, fans got to try and deduce alongside their favourite streamer to figure out who the killers were each round. One of the big reasons Among Us needed Twitch to find huge success is that the game is more fun with a large lobby, ideally somewhere between 8 and 10 players, which can be hard to find, although it can make it a great place to find new friends. Without the voice chat element and players speaking to each other directly during meetings, the game loses some of its appeal. Streamers showcase this aspect and were able to get enough friends together when players on their own might have struggled to get enough buddies together for frequent sessions. Coming up on number 6, we have Phasmophobia. Everybody's favourite ghost hunting game. Phasmophobia was released in 2020 by a British indie developer and was immediately hugely successful. Phasmophobia allows up to 4 players to work together to track a ghost into a location and try to determine which type of apparition is haunting the place. While there are several ways to play, the need for friends to play cooperatively with, as well as the jump scare aspects, have led to the game garnering a large following on Twitch, as well as becoming one of the biggest horror games on Steam. After seeing how exciting the game could be on Twitch, where it shot up the viewership lists to become one of the most popular games on Twitch in 2020, Phasmophobia became one of the online co-op games with a unique twist that got players excited to get involved in something with their friends. On the 5th spot, we have Only Up. One of the most recent success stories on Twitch, Only Up is a rage game based on a young child who is attempting to escape their life in the favela, leading to them climbing a huge way over and across various obstacles. The game was created and released in 2023, exploding on Twitch and other live streaming platforms due to the difficult nature of the game and the amusement gotten by viewers seeing their favourite streamer rage at attempting the difficult climb. Games like this have been done before, but Only Up was a success initially because of how unique an idea it was to make a challenging climbing game in 3D space. Players often prefer watching their favourite streamer engage in a challenge like this over attempting it themselves. Only Up can be extremely rage-inducing, although the craze seems likely to die down following its removal from Steam. Coming up on number 4, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. Though the initial craze for Five Nights at Freddy's began on YouTube, Twitch has also played a large part in keeping the hype for the indie horror franchise alive for nearly a decade. Five Nights at Freddy's initially gained popularity due to the simple format of the game, the high number of jump scares, which were perfect reaction material for content creators, and the lore behind the games, which has been popularized by creators on both YouTube and Twitch. Since the first game was released in 2014, content creators have been driving much of the success of the Five Nights at Freddy's games through their humorous reactions to being scared constantly. Viewers have enjoyed watching their favourite streamers attempt the games before trying them for themselves to see how they match up. On the 3rd spot, we have Hollow Knight. Though there are a lot of Metroidvania games, players would have to go back quite a long way to find one that has attained the level of success that Hollow Knight has managed, especially impressive for an indie game. A lot of this success came from streamers on platforms like Twitch who showcased the game and got viewers to try it for themselves. Hollow Knight is about an insectoid warrior who adventures across Hallownest, attempting to end the disease infecting the land. The game has Metroidvania aspects, as well as being comparable to the Soulsborne franchise in terms of difficulty. Games like these always gain a boost through Twitch, as the difficulty of the bosses that must be fought excites viewers into trying the game out for themselves. In the second spot, we have Fall Guys, which managed to become one of the biggest battle royale games in the world, helped by the fact that it is free. This genre video game was at its peak already by the time Fall Guys came out, but the game managed to generate renewed interest due to the complete takeover of Twitch's platform it managed for a while. Fall Guys keeps generating renewed interest, and that is because streamers are constantly showing off the new maps and skins available each season. While there are other factors also responsible for the major success of this one, there can be no doubt that Twitch and content creators were responsible for a big part of the success of this rage-inducing battle royale. Finally, on number 1, we have Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, another early example of a climbing game that shot to popularity through Twitch and other content creation sites. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is a particularly frustrating and difficult climbing game that is known as one of the most rage-inducing games of all time. The game lets players take control of a man in a cauldron who wields a hammer, and using only that hammer, players have to climb a huge mountain of objects. Unfortunately, it is easy to fall and lose a lot of progress, prompting a lot of rage. Many players decided to try this game for themselves after seeing Twitch streamers get involved in it, especially after it became included in gaming challenges such as the God Gamer Gauntlet. Let us know in the comments if we overlooked any games that you believe should be on this list. Also, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated. That's it for today. I'm Metroot signing off, and we'll see you in the next amazing video.